Welcome back to the Same Wavelength podcast. I am your host, Morgan Elizabeth, and thank you for riding the wave with me. I know there was no episode last week, and there's not going to be an episode next week. So this is your episode for the middle of June. I'm just going to get this out the way right now. There was no episode last week because I had a visitor, and it kind of felt weird having to record while having someone in my house. Not going to do that. I wanted to spend time with that person. So there's no episode last week. Here's the episode for this week. Hello, hi. There will be no episode next week because next week is my birthday. Literally, next Wednesday is my birthday, June 26th. So there will be no episode, but I will be talking about what I will be doing. And I think the episode after next week, I'll tell you how it went or what I got for my birthday. We'll see how that goes. But, very important, there are no episodes coming out in August. I'm telling y'all right now, there is not going to be any full-length episodes coming out in August because I will be busy traveling. I will be literally not home for a lot of the month. So I'm going to be trying my hardest to maybe come up with a way to make shorts or clips that I could post. So maybe I can get more of an engagement that way, and that way you don't have to watch full-length episodes. You can see the cool clips that I personally like that I put out there. So yeah, that's something to expect in August. No full-length, but maybe short-length videos. And then July, right now I do have expectations to have a video out every week, but we don't know how that's going to go. I am just one person. And I'm kind of been a busy bee, which I love. I love being productive and having stuff to do. So, yeah, this is a cool little project that I've been loving doing. I really love having this as my little outlet, but I know there's sometimes I'm not going to post. And I know that no one really has expectations of me posting every week. But I just like telling you guys, that way you're like, oh, why was there no episode? Kind of weird that she's not putting us in the loop. I'm going to let y'all in the loop. I'm a very busy woman, and I love it. Anyway, this week's episode is going to be recounting all the recent events that I've had in the last 2 weeks, and it's a lot. I've done and seen a lot of stuff that I really want to talk about because it's just so, it's pretty cool. I'm really loving my Orlando life right now. I definitely could have done this back home, but I think it's cooler being so close to the stuff I love. So I have my little handy dandy notebook, and let's get started with me saying that I saw Inside Out 2. I saw it on Thursday night, so I saw it on the 13th. And guys, this movie was so cute. They had the free posters out, and I had to get one. I want to make the wall where my projector is. Not this wall. This is where my projector projects. But the wall behind my couch, I want to make it a movie theater poster wall. Wouldn't that be so cool? So this is the first poster I'm gonna put up there. So cool. The first movie I saw outside in Orlando, So let me tell you my opinion on Inside Out 2. I really liked it. I personally like Inside Out, the first one more. But I thought this was so cute. I think they did so well with the anxiety representation. Really blew it out the house. So many people are talking about it online, saying that finally Disney and this children's movie is representing an adult thing. Well, not really adult, but something that people suffer. And I really loved Envy's character. I think her name is Ayo. I don't want to pronounce her last name. I don't want to get it wrong. But she did so well as Envy. I personally saw no use in Anui, who is supposed to be boredom. I didn't see any use for it. I feel like there could have been definitely another character instead of Anui. And I know that the people who are working on Inside Out had other characters in mind. So maybe we have something to look forward to in Inside Out 3. I would definitely be watching if they make another one. I want to see Riley grow up with me. I have a picture, and if you go onto the same Wavelength podcast Instagram, you will see that picture of when I saw Inside Out 1. I saw it for my birthday when it came out, and I was 14 years old. So now I'm turning 23, and I saw Inside Out 2. I don't know how old I'll be when or if Inside Out 3 comes out, but I will be seated. But yeah, this movie was so cute. I saw it with my boyfriend when he came into town, and I feel like I have to see it again, because when I watched it the first time, I gotta say my impression of it was probably not like everybody else's. I don't know. I remember watching it and I enjoyed it, but maybe I need to see it again to really like to connect, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I did not do good in film appreciation in college. But yeah, I of course had to get the poster, and I think the day after we went to Hollywood Studios, or no, I think it was the day before. We went to Hollywood Studios, and I got an anxiety clip. They have this at Hollywood Studios or Disney World, I think. And I found her, and I was like, this is so cute. I'm going to take it with me. And funny thing, I bring this bag to my work. This is my neighborhood Totoro canvas tote bag. I bring this to work with me as my little purse. And one of my coworkers, they wanted my clip. Like, they were literally gonna if they asked if they can have it, and I was like, I could definitely get another one, but I got it for a reason, you know. So anyway, Inside Out 2, I really liked it. I definitely do want to see it again. So if you guys haven't already seen it, it's a pretty good movie, and I'm very excited I was able to see it before it came out for like everybody. I kind of like when it came out, I was kind of thinking like, oh, Disney's gonna have a big thing going on for it, because this is like a big movie that Disney put out, or Pixar put out, and right, it's Disney Pixar, and they didn't like. I honestly thought that they would have like a premiere on Wednesday night, but they had the premiere on Thursday, and they had it at AMC. I went to the Regal because I am a Regal member. I love Regal. So I don't know. I just kind of expected there to be more from Disney's point of like having a lot of merch, having like some exclusives to seeing it on like the opening night or whatever, but it's okay. I'm excited to see it again. And then the other thing is another thing that I watched. It wasn't a movie, it was a TV show, and I was gonna have a guest come on here and talk with me about it, but maybe that'll come in the future. Like, maybe we'll talk about it if season 4 comes out. But season 3 of Bridgerton came out, and part 1 and 2, and I watched both. And here's my opinion on it. I love the relationship. Like, I really like Penelope and Colin, but I don't like Colin, like, as a person. Like, I don't think he's cute. Like, I don't like his character. Love Penelope. I love the representation she's doing, like with being a little plus size girl, going through like the sexy scenes. Like part 2, when I saw that mirror scene, I was like, you go girl. Like, I'm no better than the man. But you know, anyway, part 1, I literally have it written down that I did not like it because I don't know. I know it's supposed to be friends to lovers, and I guess that's just not my favorite romance trope. Like, I really don't like friends to lovers, because it's kind of too cliche for me. But I did not like how they had it all like kind of set up. Like, it took him for her to kiss him, for him to be like, I love you and I want to marry you. Like, I was kind of like, you don't go kissing people and be like, yeah, that's my wife. Like, I don't know. Just that kind of setup I didn't really love. And, like, I know they've been friends for a long time, but, like, how did he, like, not notice her? Like, I don't know. That whole thing was kind of weird. I also, like, I know that Daphne and Simon are, like, literally no longer in the show anymore. But they started out, and I always love when people, like, go back to characters. And they're like, oh, like, remember when this happened to Daphne, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I didn't see anything. And then I liked that Kate and Anthony were in this. Oh, my God. Anthony's so obsessed with Kate, and that is the love that I want. And I love that they're having a baby. Oh, my God. And I am excited for Benedict's story. I know right now he's a whore, but, like, he's probably the hottest Bridgerton. Like, honest to God, he is my favorite Bridgerton, and he's just... So when his story comes out, I'm ready for it. I have not read any of the books. I should probably say that before I talk about the show. I have not read any of the Bridgerton books, and I don't have any plan to, because I feel like they're just so different. Like, from what I hear online, I hear that the scenes are the same, like the mirror and the eclair and the cabbage from the season were all in the book. And cool. I don't really want to read that. Like, I was fine watching it, but also I don't know. I'm super weird when it comes to book adaptations into TV shows. Into movies is a whole different thing. But when they adapt a book into a TV show, like, this was my thing when you came out. So I'm gonna do a tangent from Bridgerton real quick, and then I'll come back. I promise. I know I do tangents a lot. This is all over the place. But the series You on Netflix was a book series first, and I have all of those books. I have all 4 of those books. And I gotta say, does not follow the show almost at all. Like, the characters are just still the same. I mean, this last book has nothing to do with this last season that just came out. Don't know where that came from. I don't know what this next final season of You on Netflix is gonna be like. If it's like the books, holy shit, are we in for a run? But I love the books. Like, the books of You. I think it's by Carolyn Kepnes, if you want to look. Oh my God. Aren't the books just so amazing? And they put in so much more detail than the shows. And shows also, like, crazier. Like, he's wild. Like, his internal dialogue is literally paragraphs. And it's like, whoa. So I love the books, and as I'm reading the books and I'm watching the series, I'm like, okay, this did happen in the book. Cool. Or sometimes I'll be like, where did this come from? Like, why was this put into the show? This has nothing to do with the book. This character's never existed before. What's going on? You know? So I feel like You is different from Bridgerton. Like, it kind of has to be, because the Bridgerton series, of what I know, the Bridgerton book series is literally every Bridgerton. And what I like about the Bridgertons, I must add, I think Violet Bridgerton did a great job, or whoever the writer of the Bridgerton series did a great job, that each kid starts with, like, is alphabetical order, like Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise, Francesca, Hyacinth, and Gregory. Like, I think that's so cool, and I kind of wish they went in that order with the series, but they didn't go in that order with the books either, so it's fine. But anyway, I don't know, man. I just really did not like this series, or this season. I would love the series, like, season 2, really, like, I loved season 2. It was so beautiful, so well done, but I think that's also just my romance trope, whereas this one was not my romance trope. And there is way too many different plot lines going on. Way too many. Like, there is the whole thing with, like, Colin and Penelope, Lady Whistledown, wink wink, whatever's going on with Eloise and Crescenda, Violet Bridgerton and Lady Danbury's brother. I don't remember his name. Benedict, whatever's going on with him. Kate and Anthony having a baby. This, like, Francesca and John. Oh my God, I heard what happens in Francesca's story. That's gonna be depressing. But anyway, there was way too many plot lines going on. I don't know, man. I could not keep up. And then the ending, like, what? I don't know. Did not like this season. It was not my favorite of the seasons. I love Penelope. I love the actress Nicola. I love the whole cast of that show. But just wasn't my favorite. Queen Charlotte for the win. Literally, that is Bridgerton. Oh my God. Sorry. So, yeah, I did not love Bridgerton Season 3. Maybe in the future there'll be another podcast episode with my guest that I was talking about earlier, that we will actually go into more detail about this show. But my personal opinion, Bridgerton Season 3 was not great. But I will be seated for Season 4 if they have one. Don't care who it's going to be about. I want to watch. Yeah. So, that was that. And then the last thing I want to talk about was the most recent thing that happened. Literally happened this week on Monday. Guys, I'm a Disney annual pass holder. And annual pass holders get the opportunity to see rides or events before it's open to the public. The most recent ride is Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And yes, I got on it, y'all. I saw it, and I got on it, and I got drenched. I literally, like, I can't, like, just thinking about it makes me so excited for when it opens to the public, but also not excited for me to get in that line. Like, I will wait until July to get on that ride, because I went on it once. I can wait to get on it again. Like, I'm not in no rush. But it was such an amazing ride. The animatronics on this ride, holy fuck, are they huge. I literally, like, I was looking at them and I was like, that's a big girl. That, like, that, not like big girl, but like tall, like, it was huge. And, okay, let me just recount my day, because maybe I'm kind of going crazy right now. Just in my brain, like, going, like I'm, like, it's like a time lamps. Okay. So, I went to Magic Kingdom on Monday, June 17th. But I had this reserved back in, like, May. Because when you get an annual pass holder preview, they send you an email and they usually tell you how to reserve your preview. I think I talked about this in another episode, but the way they did it before, it's not like how they did it now. And I personally really liked how they did it for, like, Guardians and Tron, where you were given a group. Whereas with this one, just reserve Magic Kingdom for that day or multiple days, and then be in the park for 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. and hope you get on. Like, you're not guaranteed to get on. Then why am I paying $50 a month to possibly get on this ride? Like, anyway, so I made the reservation, and I could only make it for me. I was gonna make it for my mom and my boyfriend, because they both also have annual passes, and if I told them that they could get on the annual preview, they would definitely come and visit me to do it. But these people, these influencers, they booked up every day that the annual previews were happening. So I was so thankful that I could just get one for Monday. And I was trying to get that day off work, and I'll get into that. Anyway, reserved the annual preview for June 17th, Monday. So then the day comes. The day is coming up. 2 weeks before the schedule comes out of my work, and I'm working that day. And I made that reservation for Monday because I was like, you know what? I will be most likely able to get Monday off of my work schedule. So, blah, blah, blah. Did not get it off. So I had to put up my shift for like 2 weeks to hope and get it off, and I didn't get it off. So I did go to work after my day. So I did go to Disney and then went to work straight after. Will I ever do that again? No. No. Like, I hear people at my work, they go to Disney after work. Like, the people in the morning, they'll get off at like 1 p.m. or 2 and they'll go to Disney. Y'all crazy. I won't even go to Disney before my 4 p.m. shift. Like, I want the whole day at Disney. You expect me to go into work after walking in that heat? But I did it because your girl needs money. So I went into Magic Kingdom on Monday, and listen, I had to get up at like 6:30 a.m. in this room, in my bedroom. I got up, I had an alarm, and I had my app like open. I had my Disney app open, and I just kept refreshing the virtual queue up until 7 a.m. And as soon as it hit 7 a.m., I said, join that virtual queue with this party of one. And I got group 3. Bro. That's early, you know? Like, that means I could be one of the first people on the ride. So I was like, holy shit. I gotta get ready and dressed. I gotta go. The park opens at 9. I'm like 20 minutes away. So I was like, I can get ready and I can like have something to drink or something before I leave. Like, I could do some chores or whatever. So got up, got dressed, cleaned my room a little bit, and then I got in the car and I drove to Magic Kingdom. And I got like up to the gates at 9 a.m. like as soon as it opened, which was really cool. I've actually never dropped a park before, so it was kind of cool, like seeing how people get there so early. But it also wasn't like people were crowded, you know? Like, I expect like an event like this for it to be super crowded, but I guess it wasn't. I don't know. So got into the park and I went straight to Sleepy Hollow in Frontierland. I think that's what it's called, or Liberty Square. And I got a Mickey waffle, and I was like, this is gonna be my breakfast for today, Mickey waffle. So I ate that, and then I walked straight over to Tiana's Bayou, which used to be Splash Mountain, just so y'all know. So it's next to Big Thunder Mountain. So I walked straight over there, took a picture of the sign, and I was like, oh my god, I'm here, I'm going on Tiana's Bayou today, blah, blah, blah. So, and then there's cast members lined up in front of the ride. Tiana's Bayou is experiencing technical difficulties. We do not know when it'll open. If you have a virtual queue today, just make sure you pay attention to that app, and we will tell you when it will tell you when it's ready, like when you can arrive. And I was like, okay, like it's probably like it's been breaking down since it started, so I was kind of aware of this was gonna happen. So I was like, okay, let me just go walk around and like look for something to do. So I went into the pin store. I actually have these to show. I have them in my bag. I haven't taken them out of my bag since I bought them. So I went to the pin store and I bought some pins because I knew that some pins came out. Hello, where's my other one? I have another pin and it's like my favorite pin ever. I would be so upset if I lost it. Okay, cool. So went into the pin store that's in Frontierland or Liberty Square. I literally do not understand the difference. And I got 2 Stitch pins. So I got this one. It's stitched like in the Tower of Terror, like, and then this spins. I love this one so much because it reminds me of another pin I have. A really, like, it's not super old, but it was an older Tower of Terror pin that was like a 3-tier pin. I don't think I showed it in my pin episode, but I do have it back here. But it broke, so that's why I don't have it on my board. But it was like Mickey and Minnie in a elevator car, and then the second one was Stitch chewing on the wires, and then the third one was them falling down. So I was like, that's so cool, another Stitch Tower of Terror pin. Because I think Stitch is kind of like, not the mascot of Tower of Terror, but there's a lot of merch of him with the Tower of Terror. I mean, there's literally a Pandora charm of him on the Tower of Terror that I have. So, I don't know, it's always cool seeing Stitch with my favorite ride, like my favorite character in my favorite ride. Love it. Had to collect it. And then this one, they also have a series of like all like the side characters in a movie. So I was kind of like, I was wondering why they had him in it. So this is the other one I got. So cool. And when I say side characters, I mean, literally Stitch is here. Like, they just don't have Lilo or Nani. It has all the aliens. I really love this one so much. And I found it so funny that when I bought this, the cast member there was like, I could not find this pin. But another customer came in, or another guest came in and was looking for it. Can you show me where it was? I'm like, yeah. It was at the very bottom of the shelf. I just go up and down the shelves because I know, like, I need to look. So I helped a cast member. No, I could just, like, work there. I could just, like, have your job. It's okay. That's a story for another day. Like, whatever. Anyway. So I bought the pins. And then I was like, let's go see what rides are down. Or what rides have a low wait time. And it was Haunted Mansion. Then I walked up to that line. It went from 25 to 50. And I'm like, I'm not staying in that line. Especially in this heat. It's outside? No. So then I walked around again. And I looked back at my phone because it tells you the wait times. And Pirates of the Caribbean was down. And I was like, fuck. Can't go to Pirates of the Caribbean. It was down for like the entire day, y'all. Like, I kept checking back on it. It was down the entire day. I'm like, what's going on? Anyway, so I went on a Small World because it was 5 minutes. So I was like, I really don't want to walk all the way across the park and then miss my virtual queue time because I didn't know how this shit was going to go, you know. So I was like, I'll just go on, it's a Small World, like whatever. I'll take a nap or whatever. So I went on it and I looked around and I was like, this is a scary ride. Would never want to be stuck on this ride. Like, those animatronics do not shut down at night. They just keep going. That ride keeps going when the park is closed. Like, that's creepy. That's weird. Anyway, so then I get a message saying your virtual queue was called at 10:15 a.m. I was like, yes! Okay, so I walked back over, and it's still down. So they're like, listen, we still have technical difficulties going on. Just come back here when you see on your app that it's refreshed. And I look at my app, and I'm like, I just got called. Like, it told me to be here. So I refreshed the app. Technical difficulties. The ride is closed. Come back later. Okay. So I walked around again and I met Chip and Dale. That was kind of cool. I really liked meeting Chip and Dale. They're probably one of my favorite meet and greets at Disney World because they're just so cheeky. So definitely took some pictures with them. And then I was able to catch a parade. It was pretty cool. Liked seeing that Friends cavalcade. And then I just, walked around again, did some pin trading if I saw anything. Didn't really see much to pin trade today, or that day. Not today. That day, honestly. And then I walked back over to Tiana's Bayou. And I was like, I'll just sit here until it opens. That way I could be one of the first people on. Yeah, I didn't get on until like 11:30. Yeah, so the ride was completely down up until like 11:30, 12 o'clock. So then as soon as it opened, like literally as soon as that shit opened, people were like, vroom, into that ride. And I was like, okay, well, I'm a single rider and I'm small, so I could just. So I cut in front of a lot of people. I did my scanning thing. I took pictures of not the entire queue, but I took pictures of really cool things in the queue that I was like, oh, this is so cute, like so cute. Tiana's Bayou, blah, blah, blah. And then I got on the ride. Like super fast. Like that line was super fast. That I was straight on. I was the front row. And if you know anything about Splash Mountain, if you're front row, you get soaked. So I indeed got soaked. I got very soaked. I think I have a video, and I'm gonna hope that I could show it on here. I literally, like, I knew I was gonna get soaked. Like, the second I sat down and I saw that I was the front row, I was like, frick! And I was by myself. Like, it was me, and then a couple, and then, like, a family behind me. And I was the only one in the front row, and I was like, shit! Why did I do this to myself? No! But it's okay. I actually kind of love having the front row, because the front row does not get as soaked as being, like, here I am in the middle of the front row seat, and then the couple in the back. I blocked the girl who was on my left side, so the person on my right side got soaked. So if you're ever in the second row and you're behind people in the front row, just beware if you're on this side, you're going to get soaked as well. Like, I think the front row and that person gets the most soaked on that ride. But anyway, this is me. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I got soaked. But that ride, bro, you saw Mama Odie. That was Mama Odie. Those animatronics were so cool. And the music, guys, they had my favorite songs in there. I mean, they didn't. My favorite song is My Belle Evangeline from the movie. But they had really good songs. They had, like, the Going Down the Bayou. They had New Orleans. They had Almost There. They had Dig a Little Deeper. I was like, they got good songs. And then they made a new song for this ride. Don't know what it's called. But that new song is really good. Like, I caught myself bumping to it. I was like, okay. I don't remember what the last song on Splash Mountain was. It was that Sippity-doo-dah, Sippity-day. That's the last song in that ride. So I like that they replaced it and made it definitely more upbeat. They had no Prince Naveen on this ride. Of what I can remember, they did not have a single animatronic of that man, which, fine. Like, I don't think he's the hottest prince. Definitely gotta be Aladdin and Flynn Rider. Anyway, so yeah, that ride was really cool. It opens to the public June 28th, and I will not be going back on it until July. Or maybe August, because that's when everyone's in school. I could go to Disney whenever I want. So yeah, those were my most recent events. Saw Inside Out 2, finished Bridgerton Season 3 and did not like it. And I'm watching Alice and I got some really cool pins. Like, these pins are so cute. Obsessed. So, I also have written down some upcoming things. Since I don't have a episode coming out next week, I'll tell you a little bit of what I'm not expecting, but what I'm looking forward to. Recently, like literally last night, I got a bunch of frames because I've been wanting to hang up some of my stuff on my wall. And these frames I got off of Amazon. They are usually used for the diamond art. Like, I could take one off right now. It's on my wall. And I hope I can put it back on. Okay. So this is the frame, and this is the diamond art. This is one that my brother made for me. And simply what you do, it's like magnetized. So you can put the picture or whatever you want in here, and then it magnets up like that. And then it has like the sticky stuff on the back of it. I took some stuff on my wall. So you just stick it on your wall like that. So I got a pack of 6, and I only have 5 diamond art things. So I have that one from my brother. Whoa. I have that one Spider-Man one from my brother, and I have 4 Stitch ones. I have 3 hanging above my bed in my room. Actually, if y'all watched when I lived where I used to live, like my first couple episodes, you saw those diamond arts above my bed. So I had those 3, and I hung them back up behind my bed. And then I had another one that was Stitch and Angel that me and my boyfriend made, and I put it next to my Miwa. So those were the 4 that I had, or 5 that I had. And then it came with an extra 6 one, and I was like, well, I don't really want to make another diamond art. So I looked around, and I was like, do I have anything I want to hang on my wall? And I remembered that I bought some postcards from Disney. Let me show you on my wall. So I bought some postcards. I bought some Rapunzel art postcards. These are from the Wonderground Gallery. This is usually where I bought them. I bought them in Epcot in the America Pavilion. There's like this Art of Disney store. And they have these postcards, and they're really not that much money. So I have this one of Rapunzel, and I have this one of Rapunzel. And I was like, you know what would be cool? If I made like a gallery wall behind my desk that's like all Disney art. Because right now I have a Stitch with the Ugly Ducklings art piece over here. And now I have these 2, like it's kind of hanging like this. And I'm going to hope to get like one over here and one over here. So I can make like a really cool like gallery piece of different arts. So like, let me show you what I did. I'm going to try and move my camera. This is gonna be your first time for everything, guys. I haven't moved my camera from its spot, so I'm kind of nervous, but I think we can do it. I think it'll be fine. Okay, let me put these away. Okay, let me show you. So this is what my wall looks like right now. This is my Stitch one, and this is what I did to my Rapunzel. So those butterflies and the flowers are all from a blank card that I bought from Trader Joe's. That I just cut out all the butterflies and all the flowers, and I just glued them around the frame. And I'm going to buy like probably something else that's Rapunzel, like I put them here. But I was thinking, like, with my wall being so blank here, I could put, like, a bunch of these around and make it, like, my Disney wall. I've never done this before, like, moving my camera, so that was kind of crazy. First time for everything, right? So, yeah, I think that's going to be not, like, a new hobby, but, like, a new thing that I'm kind of looking forward to, like buying art and putting it on my wall. Because I mean, I'm renting and I can't like really put a nail through the wall, so I'm really using up these command strips and tape. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a really cool thing from my house. Like I really want to make this place livable. Like I mean, it's definitely livable, but I really want to make it more expressive of myself. I mean, I got a fairy wall. And I got Trader Joe's cards that are like inspirational. So I really want to make it more me. And I think having the Disney art gallery wall is going to make it, you know, definitely more me. So yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I was really happy when I made that frame yesterday. I was like, wow! And I actually bought this card from Trader Joe's. It's just a beach one, and I had to cut off the back. Oh, no, I didn't, but I will be cutting off the back. But I love getting the blank cards from Trader Joe's because you can use them in so many different ways. So I'm gonna like cut this in half, and I'm gonna use this whole side like if I find some cool stitch art, I'm probably gonna do like the same thing I'm doing to Rapunzel, and I'll put this on the side because like this is so like Lilo and Stitch core, like the beach and the moon. Like I think this is so like I have ideas. I have ideas, and I think it's really cool. Like seeing my vision come to life. Anyway, and then the last thing I had to talk about is my birthday. I'm turning 23. So excited, so happy, so grateful to be on this earth at this age because there was definitely a time that I did not want to. So I'm happy I'm here, and I'm happy I have the friends that I have right now. So happy that I'm actually going back down to where I lived to have some birthday activities with them. Like I'm planning a lunch and an escape room with a cool group of people. Like this is like 8 people, and then I'm also going to be going to a speakeasy with my closer friends, like my boyfriend, Nicole and Sydney, all who you have listened to on this podcast before. So I'm very excited for that. And then I didn't know this, but at my work, they buy you bundt cakes for your birthday. So I'm excited to get that when that comes in. And I'm also, presents aren't everything, but I'm excited to see what I get from people. I'm excited to see what I get. I would love to get some home stuff. But yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm happy to see my friends again. Might also get a tattoo or 2 or 3. So yeah, so excited, so happy to be turning 23 and being on my own. This is so cool. Like it's all like I did want to move out when I was 18, but that's way too much like my dad. Like he also left the house when he was 18, and I think it scares my mom a little that we are like identical. Like the apple did not fall far from the tree. I am definitely my parents' kid. So I don't know. I'm really happy that I'm happy that it took me this long to move out on my own. Like I think if I moved out when I was 18 or 20, I wouldn't have done it as well as I've done it now, like being 23. So here I am. So, and maybe I'll get a haircut because this is how long my hair is now, and I haven't really had my hair this long in a long time. Like usually when it gets this long and my TMI, when my bathtub starts getting clogged with all my hair, that's when I know I need to cut my hair. So maybe I'll have a bob in the next episode. Who knows? I always love cutting my hair into like a bob because it restarts and it restarts me in a way. So yeah, guys, that was my update episode. There was a lot that happened literally in the last 2 weeks, and there's gonna be a lot more happening. I love my life right now. And I hope you guys are enjoying catching up with me and seeing what I be doing. If you guys need to leave anything in the comments, make sure it's a happy birthday message. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm just getting delirious because I have some stuff to do. So yeah, thank you for riding the wave on this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to see Inside Out 2 in theaters or whenever it gets on Disney Plus. Watch Bridgerton if you want to. Let me know what you think about it because I'm interested to see what other people think of it. And then Tiana's Bayou Adventure, June 28th. Hopefully you guys can get on it. Hopefully it doesn't break down on you, but no expectations, And then, yeah, that was my recap. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!